Greetings, YouTube. Fascist fragility is making the news once again. You see, Cracker Barrel, the restaurant, which is a place I've actually been to a few times in my day. I will never go back. The food is not good for you. um, has decided that being inclusive is good for their bottom line. That's why they're doing it. Let me give you the details. Um, the article, the title, Cracker Barrel has fallen. Southern restaurant chain is latest to get criticized for inclusive campaign. Um, has Cracker Barrel old country store gone woke? God, the meat and fried steak purveyor. Um, Fried steak's kind of good. I'll put that. Founded in Middle Tennessee and overwhelmingly concentrated in Old Dixie, has been criticized for diversity, equality, equity, and inclusive campaign. And this is directly from the corporation. We take no pleasure, out of the reaction, I should say, we take no pleasure in reporting that Cracker Barrel has fallen, tweeted the Texas Family Project. Why do these groups always have family in their name? As evidence, the Texas group cited a two-page flyer from the restaurant chain celebrating Pride Month and its participation, which seemingly looked to be a few rainbow-colored sponsored rocking chairs. I need you to stop right now. And I want you to picture a restaurant with rainbow-colored rocking chairs and grown adults, people with driver's licenses and jobs and the ability to vote, and kids, and all the accoutrements of an adulthood, being so enraged at rainbow-colored rocking chairs that they have declared that a restaurant chain has fallen, has become woke. Cracker Barrel has not had a great history. In '92, they publicly admitted that they wouldn't hire gay and lesbian people. They actually got a legal exception to allow them to do that. It was eventually withdrawn. And in the W's administration, they got hit with a suit because they had shown a history of discriminating against black uh, restaurant goers in 50 restaurants in like 7 states. So yeah, they were definitely had a policy, unwritten policy of discriminating against black, restaurant goers, which is just terrible. But now they've decided that to help their bottom line, because they realize that if they want to stay relevant in any way in the future, they have to accept that the younger generation, who will be replacing all these fascists in the next couple of decades, um, are actually inclusive to their friends and family in their community. That they understand that people express themselves in far different ways on gender spectrum, on sexual orientation spectrum, on presentation spectrum, and they're A-OK with that. And some of the older folks, such as myself, are A-OK with it as well. So saying, yeah, we want to get the biggest possible audience as we can, so we're going to tell the world that we're not bigots anymore, that we're being inclusive, is a nice gesture. But they're doing it because of their bottom line. And then you got all these little fragile fascists who are clutching their pearls and wrinkling their panties, and they're clenching their butt cheeks, all upset because a company decided that being inclusive to their customer base is good for their bottom line, and not being bigoted is maybe a policy that they should follow. These fascists would be funny if they weren't so dangerous, and they are dangerous. I still haven't had a single one of them tell me what woke means. I mean, I know what woke means. For them, woke is just anything they don't like. Any policy that shows respect or empathy or compassion for anyone is anathema to their worldview. They don't have respect or compassion or empathy for anyone that isn't exactly like them. So when someone else says they do, they point their finger like the Spanish Inquisition and scream witch. except in the modern parlance, they say woke. So these people are a joke, but like the Joker, they're dangerous. But I had to laugh when somebody said that the Cracker Barrel has fallen. The Onion really is going out of business.